We've all been there. You meet someone new, or someone you kind of know. You start with the basics. Hey, how are you? What do you do? Which team are you in? After a few exchanges, silence. That long, awkward pause that makes both of you want to check your phone. I've been there too, not just at work, but at weddings, parties, and random social events. Talking to a distant cousin you barely remember, or a stranger at a bar you'll probably never see again. But what if you could talk to anyone, confidently, naturally, and never run out of things to say? Most of us struggle because of one thing: social anxiety. Some people feel it lightly, others more deeply. And I've definitely been on the advanced level. No cheat codes, just awkward trial and error. Over time, I realized I wasn't broken or antisocial, I was just untrained. Being good at conversations isn't about being confident, it's about skill. And like any other skill, from playing an instrument to writing well, it can be learned. After years of observation, failure, and practice, I found that there are only 3 things you really need to speak to anyone naturally, and you can start using them right away. 1. Ask intentional questions. Imagine someone says, "I went golfing over the weekend." You can either respond with, "Oh, that's cool," and stare into the void, or you can ask follow-up questions like, "Where do you usually play? How long have you been playing? Do you play competitively?" Even if you don't care about golf, this shows genuine interest, or at least creates the feeling of interest. It also keeps the conversation alive and gives you control to guide it wherever you want. Because when you think about it, every conversation is just a chain of questions and answers, and the person asking the questions is usually the one in control. The key is asking the right questions, which brings us to the second part. 2. Listen more than you speak. Most people believe that to be good at talking, you just need to talk more, but the opposite is true. If you want to get better at conversations, you need to listen more. Not the fake kind of listening where you're just waiting for your turn to talk, but active listening. That means paying full attention, not preparing your next line in your head, because when you do that, you often miss the point completely and end up saying something random or off topic. Active listening gives you real material to work with. You'll pick up details, emotions, or small clues that lead to better follow-up questions. That's how you keep the flow going, not through clever lines, but through genuine attention. There's a quote that sums this up perfectly. Most people don't listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to reply. Don't be that person. The world has enough of them already. 3. Find common ground. This is where the magic happens. We connect fastest with people who share our interests, experiences, or values. Sometimes it's obvious. You both love the same sport, same music, or same food. Other times, it takes some digging. But if you ask the right questions and pay attention, you'll find something that clicks. Once you find that shared point, steer the conversation there. Suddenly, it stops feeling like effort. It becomes natural, fluid, and even fun. Now, let's be honest. Not every conversation will flow perfectly. Some will still hit dead ends. There will be awkward pauses and silent moments. That's okay. Silence isn't failure, it's just space. Learn to be comfortable with it, and it'll stop feeling like pressure. The truth is, good conversations aren't about charm or confidence. They're about curiosity, patience, and presence. If you apply these 3 methods, asking intentional questions, listening actively, and finding common ground, you'll never truly run out of things to say. And over time, you'll realize the goal isn't to be interesting, it's to be genuinely interested.